Tonight at 5, an investigation is underway after reports of an attempted abduction in Middleton. What police know so far. Plus, from long wait times to limited hours, how Sun Prairie leaders hope to fix major delays with that city's taxi service. And a local organization is offering free books for teachers this school year. Details on how you can sign up. You're watching News 3 Now at 5. A lot of talk has been circulating on social media today after what Middleton police are calling a suspicious incident. Our McKenna Alexander shares more details from Parmenter Street, where it reportedly took place. McKenna?
Middleton police are investigating a report from a 16-year-old girl who said on Monday around noon she was walking on the 2200 block of Parmenter Street, just a few blocks from the high school, whenever a white semi-tractor with a white trailer behind it pulled up next to her. Then a man reportedly got outside, asked her if she had a boyfriend. The girl became uncomfortable, didn't say anything, and ran away. She said then she turned around and did not see that vehicle or man behind her. Now, that man is being described as a taller, skinny-fit black man with slightly longer hair and gold teeth on the top and bottom. Now, right now, Middleton police are investigating this incident, but say so far they haven't gotten any information that leads them to believe it was a possible abduction. In Middleton, for News 3 Now, I'm McKenna Alexander.
As of now, Middleton police have not returned our calls. Be sure to stay with News 3 Now online and on air as we learn more about that investigation. Rain will soon return to southern Wisconsin. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti now out on the weather patio with more details. Gary?
Mark, not before we have one more nice day. Tomorrow will be just like today with lots of sunshine and temperatures in the lower 80s. As we take a look at visible cloud track, lots of sunshine across the state. A couple of showers and thunderstorms up in the far northern portion of Wisconsin. Those will diminish as they push to the south or to the southeast. In fact, 6-hour future track radar shows all that rain staying north of our viewing area, heading over toward Green Bay and Door County. But as we take a look at low temperatures last night, with drier air, temperatures dropped into the upper 50s. Here in Madison, we dropped to 58 degrees. Camp Douglas was down to 49, and temperatures were still in the lower 60s over southwestern Wisconsin. Current temperatures are in the upper 70s to the lower 80s. Most areas are at or above the 80-degree mark. 79 right now at the Baraboo Dells Airport, but here in Dane County, it's 82 degrees in McFarland, 79 degrees in Belleville, and 81 degrees in Cross Plains. For this evening, look for skies to become mostly clear. Probably see a little patchy fog later on tonight, but not this evening. Temperatures dropping into the upper 60s. But I'll take a look at those rain chances and time them out for you a little bit later in the newscast.
Gary, thank you. We are learning more about the victims of 2 deadly crashes that happened over the weekend. The Dane County Medical Examiner has released the name of the Sedan driver killed in a crash involving a semi on I-3990. 59-year-old Paul Nielsen of Elkhorn was pronounced dead at the scene of a crash August 21st. Preliminary results confirmed Nielsen died as a result of injuries sustained in that crash. State Patrol officials say the semi was traveling northbound when it rear-ended the Sedan. The semi then veered left, crashing into the median and rolling over, blocking the southbound lanes. The semi-driver was able to exit the vehicle on his own and was taken to a local hospital. And we now know the names of 2 people killed in a 2-vehicle crash in Sun Prairie over the weekend. Police say 21-year-old Vicky Wendt and 23-year-old Kobe Vickerman Barnes were both from Cuba City. They died Saturday night after a crash on Reiner Road at Innovation Way. 2 people who were in the other vehicle were treated for non-life-threatening injuries. It is unclear what caused the crash. 2-hour wait times, missed appointments, limited hours. It's not what you want out of a taxi service. And those are some of the issues people in Sun Prairie are dealing with. Tahlil Mohdeen spoke with city leaders about what their plans are for a fix here. Tahlil?
Eric, this isn't just a convenience issue. Some people I talked with today, including staff at a senior living apartment, say they're left struggling to find any way to get people places they need to go. The city of Sun Prairie hired Running Inc. 4 or 5 years ago to provide rides at a reduced rate. They're specifically for people with limited or no other transportation options. But the company is struggling with a labor shortage and can't keep up, falling particularly behind in the past few weeks. City leaders today told me they're treating this as an emergency situation.
A lot of folks have called into City Hall about the direness and how that affects them. And I just want to let folks know that we hear that, we understand the severity of that, and we are using literally every lever that is available to us to try and get back to a state of normalcy.
The city's plan for now is to give the company more money, hoping the extra cash will help it attract new drivers. But if that doesn't work, Sun Prairie is considering hiring another company to fill the gap or even reimburse people who pay for other rides. Sun Prairie is also looking at longer-term solutions like partnering with Madison Metro to create bus connections in that part of Dane County.
Tahlil, thank you. Former President Trump has now filed a lawsuit against the Department of Justice after the FBI seized hundreds of classified documents from his Mar-a-Lago, Florida home. Trinity Chavez with the latest.
Former President Donald Trump wants to stop federal agents from going through documents seized during the search of his Florida home. Trump filed a lawsuit seeking a special master or third-party attorney to be appointed to review the documents. He's also requesting the FBI return any documents that went beyond the scope of the search warrant.
It happens sometimes, and I think from the point of view of the Department of Justice and justice itself, as long as it doesn't take too much longer and delay things, that's fine.
The Justice Department responded with a statement saying the search was authorized by a federal court upon the required finding of probable cause. Federal Judge Bruce Reinhart could decide this week whether any portions of the affidavit used to authorize the search warrant can be made public.
He's going to try to see, and the DOJ is going to try to see, if there are some discrete paragraphs that are actually educational to the public that they can go forward on.
A U.S. official tells CBS News that the Justice Department retrieved at least 150 classified documents from boxes Trump handed over to the National Archives earlier this year. The National Archives released a letter it sent to Trump attorneys explaining that among the items turned over in January were more than 100 documents with classification markings comprising more than 700 pages. Some include the highest levels of classification, including special access program materials.
We didn't see any indication or explanation about why he still had classified documents after the first turnover of records in February or the subpoena in June, why they kept finding these classified documents every time they came back.
A Trump attorney signed a statement in June saying all classified material had been returned, but FBI agents found more classified material in this month's search. Trinity Chavez, CBS News, New York.
The National Archives referred the matter of missing presidential records to the Department of Justice, which then convened a grand jury investigation. A federal jury has convicted two men of conspiring to kidnap Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer back in 2020. Adam Fox and Barry Croft are facing a maximum sentence of life behind bars. Prosecutors said Fox and Croft wanted to set off a civil war, and the kidnapping of Whitmer was part of the plan. The two had participated in some kind of drills and gun training in Wisconsin in connection to that kidnapping plot. Governor Tony Evers was in Milwaukee today, where he announced a $600 million annual tax cut proposal. That plan would cap co-pays for insulin at $35, repeal the state's minimum markup law in an attempt to lower gas prices, and cut income taxes by 10% for those who make less than $100,000 a year or families earning less than $150,000 a year. Governor Evers says the proposal would also lower out-of-pocket costs for Wisconsinites while providing long-term tax relief. Meanwhile, Republican gubernatorial candidate Tim Michels and Congressman Brian Stile were in Kenosha today. This marks the 2-year anniversary of the police shooting of Jacob Blake. That shooting also sparked protests and riots there in Kenosha. Michels and Stile toured property that was damaged and held a roundtable discussion with police there, later vowing no community in Wisconsin will ever burn again if Michels is elected governor. The Kenosha Area Business Alliance says 100 businesses were damaged or destroyed during 3 nights of unrest. Blake shot 7 times after police were called for a domestic incident. That shooting left Blake paralyzed from the waist down. A law enforcement investigation ruled the officer was justified in his use of force. On the 3rd night of protest, Kyle Rittenhouse shot 3 men on the streets of Kenosha, killing 2. A jury acquitted Rittenhouse of multiple charges last November. New data suggests cases of late-stage cervical cancer are on the rise in the U.S., primarily among white women in the South and black women, despite the fact that rates of early-stage cervical cancer decreased in the U.S. from 2001 to 2018. The more advanced stage increased at an annual rate of 1.3%, though the sharpest 1-year increase was among white women ages 40 to 44. Black women continue to be the demographic most affected by the disease.
If you don't come for screenings, we can't find cancers early. They only present when you have symptoms, and very often symptoms means an advanced or late stage cancer.
Gynecologists say this is why yearly screenings are critical and why everyone eligible should get the HPV vaccine, which fights the human papillomavirus, which causes the majority of cervical cancers. Currently, white teens have the lowest rates of HPV vaccination status. We're getting closer to the start of the school year, and the Madison Reading Project's Books for Educators initiative is helping teachers get ready. Starting today, teachers can sign up for one of 300 appointments to pick up 25 free books for their classroom. The books are organized by grade level and subject to make it easier for teachers to find relevant materials. Madison Reading Project buys the books throughout the school year with the help of grants and fundraising. The group then offers the books to teachers so they don't have to pay out of pocket for books relevant to their students.
So I like to make sure that my classroom library reflects the diverse makeup of my classroom and our school community as a whole. A lot of times I would probably be buying my own books, and the books that I would be able to choose from that are within my price range as a teacher are usually outdated, don't have a lot of students of color or diverse backgrounds, and so it wouldn't reflect my classroom or my school community.
This year, Madison Reading Project plans to give away 25,000 books. To learn more, look for this story at channel3000.com. Some rain could be coming to southern Wisconsin. Gary has the latest next at 5. Plus, those heavy downpours bring historic flooding to parts of Texas, and now other southern states are preparing for the worst. Later, a paralyzed veteran now has a brand new ride. Hear his story. The chair will help him participate in his favorite activities. That's coming up next hour. News 3 now at 6. And a pause in the summer rally. The Dow and the S&P fall for a third straight day. The Dow lost 154, S&P down 9. The NASDAQ falls a little more than a quarter of a point. We're back after this.
Protecting your home starts at the top. If your shingles are torn, cracked, and flying off in the wind, it can cause leaks that lead to costly repairs. So make the switch to Erie Metal Roofing. Get one-day installation on the last roof you'll ever need. And there's no shortage in our supply chain, so we can turn your job around quickly. Erie is A+ rated with the BBB. More than 2,000 excellent reviews online. And now take advantage of this special offer. Call 1-800-966-4500 during this program and receive a 60-inch HD TV with your purchase of an Erie Metal Roofing system. We've helped thousands of homeowners afford a new metal roof. Call today for an estimate as soon as tomorrow. And don't miss this opportunity. Receive a 60-inch HD TV with your metal roofing system purchase from Erie Metal Roofing. Call 1-800-966-4500. That's 1-800-966-4500.
Hey, we're here at the local farmers market where Informed Choice Insurance Agency is offering fresh, hand-picked local Medicare. What do you mean when you say shop local for Medicare?
A lot of Medicare health plans have benefits that are specific to your county. So why would you call a national 1-800 number when your local Medicare plans have all the bells and whistles the national TV ads promise, only better?
Don't be fooled by national TV hype. When it comes to your Medicare options, keep it local with Informed Choice Insurance Agency, and their services are free.
We're an electrical contractor for commercial ag companies. We have 80 employees and 40 trucks, and we operate all over. We're paying almost double what we did last year for fuel, and policies from liberals in Washington are making it worse. Senator Ron Johnson is fighting for relief at the pump. He voted to finish the Keystone Pipeline and increase U.S. oil and gas production. That could make a real difference for small businesses like us. Tell Senator Ron Johnson, keep fighting to restore American energy independence.
It's dangerous up here, and it's no fun shopping around for a reputable contractor. I've built my company on the promise to treat our customers like we would our own family. That means an honest, no-pressure sales experience, expert craftsmanship, and a lifetime guarantee of our work. We know Gutter Shutter is the best system for you and your home, and we'd love to show you how it can keep you safe and off that ladder forever. So call us or visit us online to set up your free estimate, and we can show you what Gutter Shutter and the Larson Home Experience is all about.
Hours may pass before you catch a ride in Sun Prairie. The city has a new plan to increase taxi availability as the new school year begins. And a local business steps up to help a veteran. News 3 Now shares the life-altering donation. That's tonight at 6.
Back to school is not what it used to be.
There are new safety concerns, new protocols, and lots of questions.
We can help you navigate some of those hurdles with our Back to School series.
Join us every morning starting at 6:30 a.m. only on News 3 Now this morning.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
The heavy rain and flash flooding have brought almost a foot of rain to Dallas, bringing that city to a standstill. But the threat far from over as storms appear to be shifting east. Isabel Rosales reports on the devastation left behind as Louisiana and Mississippi brace for record rains.
My apartment is literally flooding. I just woke up and should I call 911? What do I do?
A weather whiplash, extreme drought, and now record-breaking rainfall in Texas. A stunning more than 9 inches falling in the Dallas area over a 24-hour period. Not seen since 1932.
Caught people off guard, but I think everybody wasn't anticipating this much rain this fast.
The torrential rains and floodwaters rushing through streets and homes. Rescue crews scrambling to hundreds of calls for help. Governor Greg Abbott signing a disaster declaration for 23 counties.
Needless to say, the effect of this storm has been dramatic.
The rising waters also devastating parts of Utah and Arizona.
You just don't know what to do, what to move. You don't know where to start. It's unbelievable.
The heavy rain now crawling east, threatening Louisiana and Mississippi. The greatest risk in southern Arkansas and northern Louisiana. Dark clouds looming over Shreveport just days before the 17th anniversary of Hurricane Katrina.
And it's not just the rain. Heat is proving to be a real problem as well. Millions of Americans are under a heat alert this week. And if you take a look right over here, a large part of the West Coast also experiencing temperatures into the triple digits. I'm Isabel Rosales reporting.
So what does our forecast have in store? Here's Chief Meteorologist Gary Canaldi. Gary?
Not as dramatic. We don't have heat other than warm temperatures, and we have some showers and thunderstorms, but certainly not expecting rain like they've had down south. 3 things you need to know in our forecast. Also some patchy fog. Again, that's been the case the last few nights. We'll probably see just patchy fog for tonight, but maybe a little more widespread fog tomorrow night and Thursday night, and that's because of the showers and thunderstorms that will be coming in for tomorrow night and Thursday. Warm temperatures expected with highs in the lower 80s for tomorrow. Then we'll drop back into the 70s for Thursday and Friday, but we'll be back in the lower 80s again for this weekend, along with a little more humidity. And as we look at the best chances for showers and thunderstorms, right now it looks like they'll be in the Wednesday night and Thursday time frame. High-resolution Doppler radar, no rain across southern Wisconsin, but there have been some showers and thunderstorms up to the north. Even have been drifting southward, but they really haven't made much progress, perhaps south of like Merrill in far northern Wisconsin. Eventually, they'll be heading more to the southeast. In fact, 6-hour future track radar shows the best chances for any showers and thunderstorms heading over toward Green Bay and Door County as additional showers and storms fire up across parts of northern Minnesota and the UP of Michigan. For us, our best chances of rain will be tomorrow night and Thursday. Precipitation will be widespread. I think everybody will see something, but most areas will see generally light rain, around 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch. But you can see these little bands in here where a heavier thunderstorm could dump a 1/2 inch to 1 inch of rain. Again, it's hard to predict exactly where those storms will be, but the bottom line here is most areas will get some rain. Only a few people will get the heavier rain. And as we look at future track, this is for late this weekend and into the early part of next week. We're looking at the potential for perhaps another 1 inch to 1.5 inches of rain. This will be more in the Saturday night, Sunday, Monday time frame for the possibility for a little heavier rain there. But as we look at weather track right now, high pressure is located just off to our east. Right now, winds out of the south. They're gentle light winds are bringing in the warm weather. The showers and thunderstorms are closer to the stationary front and a cold front up to the north. That's where there's a little more of a temperature contrast. But for the time being, that's staying up to the north. So temperatures are pretty uniform across Wisconsin, mainly in the upper 70s to the lower 80s. Dew point temperatures still in the upper 50s to around 60, so it's not terribly humid. The humidity levels start to increase a little bit more across northern Minnesota, and that's where the better chances for showers and thunderstorms will be. So as we take a look at our forecast for tonight, look for mostly clear skies. Again, a little patchy fog a possibility. Low temperature 60 degrees in Pine Bluff. Out to the east, 60 in Cambridge. 59 for the overnight low temperature in Madison. Then across southern Wisconsin, Milwaukee, a little bit warmer, 67 for a low there thanks to Lake Michigan. And then farther out to the west, the humidity starts to increase. 57 for the low in Camp Douglas, 59 degrees in Lone Rock. Here in Madison for tomorrow, look for mostly sunny skies, another warm day tomorrow with a high temperature of 82. And then you can see the shower and thunderstorm chances. This is Wednesday night. They start moving in after dark, and then midnight into the early morning hours, you'll see a wave of showers and thunderstorms come through. And then during the day, just some pop-up showers and storms with high temperatures in the upper 70s. As we check out the rainfall amounts, again, most areas a tenth to a quarter of an inch, but a few places could pick up over an inch in a heavier thunderstorm. 7 to 10 day forecast, temperatures in the 70s for Thursday and Friday, back to the 80s with more humidity for the weekend. That will lead to some thunderstorm chances early next week, and then dry weather with temperatures dropping back into the middle 70s for the middle part of next week. As we check out first warn traffic right now, things looking pretty good. Well, they were looking pretty good in the Beltline. Looks like an accident here in the leftbound lane, the flex lane, so traffic moving pretty slowly right at Stoughton Road. In fact, must have just happened because we're just starting to see some delays there. Otherwise, the Beltline, I-39, 90, 94, looking pretty good as far as travel times, about 15 minutes either direction, although that will increase on the eastbound side with that traffic accident at Stoughton Road. And then heading down to Janesville on I-39, 90 from the Beltline, no problems there, or Middleton to Sauk City on US 12, or downtown to Sun Prairie on East Washington Avenue and US 151. That's your News 3 Now first warn traffic.
All right, Gary, thank you. A Kansas company has found a new way to eliminate chemicals in farming. Greenfield Robotics in Wichita has created these robots that can help weed and mow crop fields. The robots do so by going plant to plant, weeding and mowing. Their continuous work helps prevent weeds from growing, meaning there's no need for farmers to spray their crops with chemical weed killers. Clint Brower, the founder of the company, says these robots also help farmers save time and manpower, and he's hoping to expand his company out of state by next year. Coming up, if you have special dietary needs, it may be difficult to find certain foods while you're traveling. How you can get the meals you need after the break.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
When severe weather rolls in, you need a roof that will keep your family safe and dry. That's where Erie Metal Roofing can help. Get a lifetime of protection that won't warp, crack, or rot. The Erie Metal Roofing system is durable and stands up to heavy rain, hail, high wind, even fire. And we can install in as little as 1 day.
Well, I've dealt with a lot of roofers. I mean, this is probably one of 15 houses I've built over my lifetime. And it's definitely the best company I've ever worked with.
Get the last roof you'll ever need. You'll be surprised how affordable metal roofing is. Plus, now, with your Erie Metal Roofing System purchase, you'll receive a 60-inch HD TV at no additional charge. Stay up to date on the latest weather or your favorite shows. Just be sure you call during this program for this special offer. That's a 60-inch HD TV with your purchase of the Erie Metal Roofing System. Call 1-800-966-4500. That's 1-800-966-4500.
At Bachman Pools and Spas, we have 25 hot tubs on display.
Several models available for immediate delivery.
For a limited time, all new hot spring spas come with a revolutionary freshwater salt system for free.
That's a $1,200 value.
You owe it to yourself to experience soft, natural, healthy water.
Hurry in to take advantage of special 0% interest for 60 months. Plus, get a free freshwater salt system.
Relax, it's Bachman's.
If Tim Michels is governor, here's what reproductive health care would look like in Wisconsin. Providing abortions? A felony. Exceptions in cases of rape or incest? None. Here's what Michels says to Wisconsin women who get pregnant after being raped. To ask her to go through the birth is not unreasonable. Tim Michels is a radical and divisive politician coming for your rights. Wisconsin women deserve better. Vote no on Tim Michels.
Honda, every summer adventure is the destination. Take your adventures farther with Honda, America's most fuel-efficient, full-line automaker. Hurry into a local Honda dealer where new vehicles are arriving daily.
At USA Insulation, we fix hot homes.
Over 7 out of 10 homes are poorly insulated. Is yours? Here are some of the signs. Is your house too cold in the winter? Is it too hot in the summer? Does your furnace and AC run almost non-stop? Do you have different temperatures in different rooms? Are your energy bills too high? You don't need a new home. You need better insulation. And right now, when we foam your walls, we'll insulate your attic for free.
USA Insulation.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
First came the pandemic, then inflation started affecting the price of weddings. Some couples say they are changing their plans as a result of rising costs. Planners say the cost of everything, flowers, rental furniture, food, all rising due to high demand and limited resources. In turn, many are turning to measures such as cutting down their guest list, using inexpensive substitutes for traditional wedding supplies, and having extended relatives and friends tune in to their weddings over Zoom. While providing food alternatives for travelers with specific dietary needs is becoming increasingly important for tourist destinations these days. For some families traveling with kids who have specific dietary needs and restrictions can be stressful, and that's why One Kitchen at a South African lodge provides a multitude of kosher options that meet Jewish dietary regulations.
We are a Jewish company, so the natural combination of pleasing and meeting all of our guests' needs was an easy match with having an understanding of the culture and the religion and all the diversity that it takes, from being extremely kosher to kosher light.
Travel advisors recommend travelers let their hotels know in advance exactly what they need. Meet with the chef, if even in a remote location, and try to get the same waiter at every meal if you can. With more than 4 in 10 Americans now adhering to some kind of dietary rule, planning ahead of time and checking out the options around, you can relieve the stress of traveling with those food restrictions so you can be fully immersed in your vacation and enjoy it. We'll have a final check of your First Warn forecast after a short break.
If your roof is 10 years old or older and the shingles are deteriorating and leaking, it's not your fault, it's the asphalt. Immediate relief is available with one call to Erie Metal Roofing. Get a lifetime of protection against wind, rain, hail, and heat with the most energy-efficient roofing system we've ever offered. And it may qualify you for a discount on your homeowner's insurance. Beautiful, insulated, stone-coated metal roofing backed with a lifetime warranty. See the before and after difference. Be sure you ask about our one-day installation. Get the last roof you'll ever need. And time's running out to call and receive a 60-inch HD TV with your purchase of an Erie Metal Roofing system. Visit online at eriemetalroofs.com, and remember, it's your last chance to call during this program for the 60-inch HD TV with your metal roofing system purchase from Erie. Call 1-800-966-4500. That's 1-800-966-4500.
Everything here is American made.
But it's tough competing with China.
And Ron Johnson's making it tougher. Johnson pushed for special tax breaks for outsourcing corporations.
But voted against tariffs and sanctions on China's unfair trade practices.
And when Johnson's big corporate PAC donor announced plans to create jobs outside Wisconsin, he defended them.
It's not like we don't have enough jobs here in Wisconsin. The biggest problem.
Senator Johnson, stop making it tougher on us.
I'm Bob Adcock with Circle A Land and Livestock, and this is my John Deere. We've been with Sloan Implement since my father started farming, my grandfather started farming. They are a family business that's been around for generations, and that's very important to us. The personnel, the customer service that they provide, it's maybe not, you could say Sloan's first, but they put customers first. And that's why I think Sloan's first.
Expand your outdoor living space with our huge selection of landscape blocks from Menards. Get a free estimate instantly with our Design and Buy landscaping program. From patios, retaining walls, fire pits, and more, you can design the landscape of your dreams for free. Visit the store or Menards.com to get started on your next project today. Right now, save 11% on everything. Only at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
I'm Tim Michaels, and I know a thing or two about construction. But sometimes, before you start building, you have to tear things down. That's why I'll dump Beaver's job-killing agenda. Totally demolish the woke liberals' anti-police agenda. And hammer Madison's special interest. I'm Tim Michaels. I'm a businessman, not a politician. Tony Evers and his liberal friends have made an absolute mess of Wisconsin. We've got a blueprint to rebuild. But first, we need to do a little demolition.
We've got a lot of news to cover tonight. Travel nightmare. More than 19,000 flights have been delayed since Sunday, and why the government wants airlines to start paying flyers for the delays. Plus, our Back to School series, what new COVID safety protocols could mean for your child heading back to the classroom. And the Army veteran rebuilding his life one stone at a time. That's all tonight here on the CBS Evening News.
NASA is sharing some stunning photos of Jupiter from the Webb Space Telescope that put rainbow auroras, giant storms, and far-off galaxies on display. An observation leader said they were surprised at the quality of these images. In one photo, orange and yellow at Jupiter's poles fade to blues and purples toward the center, and its famous giant red spot there, a storm big enough to engulf the Earth, appears to be white in these photos. That spot 10,000 miles across. It is the largest storm in our solar system. Wind speeds in that spot can reach 260 to 400 miles per hour. Gary, aren't you glad you're not a weatherman there?
You know, I was watching it because the resolution is so high.
It's amazing.
That it actually detects the motion, you know, from that distance. They have to take a series of pictures.
We've never seen that before.
So yeah,
really cool to see.
Unbelievable. Well, let's take a look at our picture. This isn't quite as impressive, but you know, having the sunshine out there, that sure looks nice. There's the live view from the Platteville Queen Bee Radio Skycam. There are a couple of showers and thunderstorms up in northern Wisconsin, north of Wausau. They will not make it this far south. We're looking at dry weather for tonight. Current temperatures are in the upper 70s to the lower 80s.
All right, we're going to be back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6. Stay tuned now for the CBS Evening News.